Hi lovelies, welcome to My Life and Tarot. I am Janne and this is take 2 of the hashtag Hang 10 Tarot tag by Tattooed Spirit, Jeff Burr. I will leave his initial video and all the prompts down below, and we are going to the left, or is it right? I always mess up hands, by the way, so this might happen here as well. I'm trying to fix it if it happens, but yeah, hands or the sides are not the best of me, my existence. So, first of all, I'm trying to make this quicker than the first video, which had no sound, and it has been so cold in here. As you can see, I'm in my warmest things because we have whooping 30 minus 30 degrees Celsius right here, right now. So I haven't been in here like a couple of days, and the flowers have died and everything, and this is not even important right now. Let's jump right into the cards. The point of this game or the tag is to pick 5 majors and 5 minors of your favorite tarot deck. I asked if I can use more than one deck, and I have only seen so far Jeff's video and the Jennifer Ball's Spiritual Garage, or Jennifer's video, which actually brought me here. So I will leave her video response to this one also down below. From what I know, Brian Cormac Carr, or BCC, has done the VR using more than one deck or more than 2 decks. I opted, as we had to pick the most favorite deck. Most of my decks are my most favorite decks. So why I asked if I can use different decks is I wanted to use the Marseille deck majors, because the historical decks have the most roots in them, tarot related, regardless. Well, I hope you understand. So I used the majors from the Marseille deck and the minors from the rider-waite, because this is something we all know, and to be like impartial to my other decks that I also love, because all of them have the hands and so much going on. I would just be here forever if I would want to show all of them what's going on in there. So I'm blabbering. Let's start with the majors, the 5 majors, and we are supposed to talk about what's going on in here hand-wise. What are the hands doing, and the right hand being the giving, and the powerful one, I forgot the word for it. I will leave everything down below also, but the right hand being the giving and the dominant hand, and the left hand being the receiving and the submissive, so to speak, hand. So let's just start, shall we? I will pick the Emperor as my first card, and while I also look at the whole body language besides the hands, So let's talk about everything, what's going on in here. So the emperor has the staff, or the how it's called, scepter, the symbol of power, in his right hand. While he is leaning into his power, look at the pose he has. He is observing and admiring the ball on top of the staff, which symbolizes the world. This is his world, and he is firmly holding it in front of him and observing and admiring the things that he has, his world, so to speak, that he has been either born into or worked himself into. And the right hand being the power hand, the power is in the grasp, so to speak. He is holding it firmly, and also the power hand with the power, or the even ultimate human power symbol. So power in power here. And the left hand, he is holding on to his waist, or the what's it called in English? Whatever it is, you can see what he's doing. He's holding on to his waistline, which is our middle, or the equator. This is our inner strength place, and being in the middle of our body, it is significant because he is also not giving his power or his intentions out, but he is holding it to himself. And like the staff is also somewhat a antenna, or the wand, so to speak, through which the power comes from the upper realms, and he receives it, he holds it, and then with this hand he pulls it in himself. I hope this makes sense. If I could speak in my own language, it would be smooth and maybe not so limping. So, Emperor. Also, if you look at his left and right leg, the right leg is crossed and leaning onto the shield of power. The eagle shield also is a symbol of power, and he is holding the circle closed through his tools or symbols. And the left, or the receiving leg, is on the ground. He is grounded, and he pulls the power from the earth, but doesn't give it back, but puts it into the shield or the power instead with the other leg. There. Next is the Empress. As opposed to Emperor, the Empress has the wand in the left hand. Yet, like in Emperor, the wand is still the symbol of power. But look at how she holds it. Not in a firm grasp, but it is leaning a little bit towards left, even more left, and it is not so firmly held. And if you look at most of the historical and even the rider-waite Empress's wand or the staff is always tilted. It is seldom upright. So this means she is using the power. She has the power, but she is using it more flexibly than the Emperor, and she is more open to negotiation as the Empress, the mother. She can lovingly insert the power through herself and the power she has in herself and given to her. So the symbol of power in the receiving hand, and in the right hand she holds the shield, the protection. She gives out protection, be it motherly protection or the protection of emotions and love. And her giving and receiving hands are like opposite, have opposite symbols in them, which creates the perfect balance in herself. The receiving hand holding the power, and the giving hand holding the protection or the shield. Our receiving side needs a protection or shield that we couldn't just let everything or everyone through our system, and she is using her tools wisely. So this. Now the Tower. I have spoken about the Tower card a while ago when I did a additional or extra video about what I see in the Tower, especially in the Jacks. And look at those hands. This guy over here reaching out to the plant on the ground. I don't know if it zooms, but if you look at his face, he's like, oh, look at this plant, look what I found. He is not like falling or in terror, and in all this destruction and demise, he has found something new, something he probably hasn't seen before, because he has been in this tower forever, maybe. And now when it's fallen apart and he has to jump out or he is thrown out, he immediately finds a new thing to focus on. He is not focusing on falling, he is focusing on the plant. It looks like an aloe plant. I'm not sure how it's pronounced in English, but also aloe is known as a healing, wound healing and burns healing. So you can see how this relates to the whole tower thing. We need the healing after this destruction and everything needing to be built up again. But the other guy is doing, I want to say parkour, but he's like we protect ourselves when we put both hands in front of us. He's doing that. He's protecting himself for falling hard on the face. So he's using both the receiving and the giving, both powers to protect himself from the harm. He is not using the hands like you can see which one it is. The right hand is more stretched out. He still has his power. He is not like submissive in this. He still grabs actively with the right hand, and this shows that he is going to be okay. He is not going to fall on his face, and he probably will fall smartly, as they teach in many of the martial arts and the parkour. Also, you have to learn how to fall, and he is totally rocking this skill here. Maybe even doing a flip in the air to save himself from this demise, but he is actively seeking the solutions already, not like falling hands on the sides or on the eyes. No, he is grabbing, and the other guy found the wonderful new thing to focus on. Next is the devil and the devil card. Let's start with the devil himself, herself, itself. So the devil holds the right hand up in the air with all fingers up. I've talked about this, I think, and the fingers, our fingers work like wands, like the antennas. When we need a good idea or something, we need something from somewhere up there. We think and we raise the one finger of the left hand, and this works like antenna and pulls the ideas. And when we want to manifest something, we put the idea up there, and for it to become something, we raise the right hand finger up and we manifest like this. Also, as you maybe have personally experienced, than pointing fingers when we are young, we are told that this is not polite, but how can you tell a child that you are actually hurting another person when you are pointing, or when you are talking and like pointing at them with your finger? You are breaking not their aura, but their shield, and this immediately feels offensive, and this makes us want to react somehow, usually not very in a good way, I think, when we are pointed at and yelled at, or even not yelled at, but pointed at. And also this usually is done by pointing at you with a right finger. They are wanting to insert their power into your being. But that is not the point. The devil is holding up all fingers. He has 4, no, he has 5, one is painted blue. So he is pulling from there, and this is not palm towards us. He is not showing that he is coming in peace. He is holding this. So he is pulling the power from there, and he is manifesting his power, and being the right hand up with all fingers, he is showing us that he is the king of his minions and realm in here. Not only is he on the higher point or the pedestal, I'm not sure how that is pronounced, but yeah, he is not greeting. You can see the hand is not palm towards us. This is not a greeting, this is a something else. And in the left hand, which is receiving hand, which is lower, and also he has a, I want to say sword, or maybe it's a crystal, or is it a icicle, something sharp, something that he can attack with and also protect himself with. So he is showing that he is not taking any crap from anyone, and not taking things that he doesn't want. He will fight the things of that he doesn't want to receive. Receiving hand and weapon in the receiving hand, or the possible weapon. So he is not taking any crap from anyone. So, and why I also took a little bit between the first video where there was no sound and this one, because when you do things in a row, then you think you have already talked about this and you're skipping things. I have had it a few times when I forgot to push record, so I didn't want to lose anything this time, because this tag is educational and fun, and I totally want to see everyone else's videos after I've done mine. And if you're watching this, then tag, you are totally it, and hop in and do it, because we all want to see what you think about the hands. Let's talk about the minions. So the minions there, holding their hands behind their back. We can't see if they are tied. If we should see that they are tied, it would be probably shown, but they are loosely holding their hands behind their back because they don't want to neither give or receive anything. They have like given up or given themselves up to whatever they have chosen to be given up to. So they are holding their hands behind their back, significating or showing that they have no power in this voluntarily. This is like the Hanged Man. He is also doing the same thing. He is there voluntarily, and while Hanged Man is choosing to look at things from the different perspective and maybe suffer a little bit to see some things differently, then these guys are not searching for the enlightenment. They are giving themselves or their power away to the devil. or whatever is holding them hostage in their minds, or they are giving themselves voluntarily as hostages. This. Then last major, yay, I'm already 24 minutes in, this is not going to be quicker. The lovers. There's a whole bunch of hands, things going on here. Let's start with the eros, or the armor, or the naked little angel of love up there. So the angel holds the arrow, or aims. No, this is not aiming, this is stretching or giving the power to the flight of the arrow with the right hand, and with the left hand he is aiming. So he is giving his power and his as he is considered a god of love, he is giving his skill set into this one movement, and the bow thing being his tool, he is giving the power into that tool, and with the left hand he is aiming. So the aiming is more like receiving part for him also, because this is what he has to do, this is his main goal, and he is taking the aim wherever he wants or sees the best. Not usually the best choice for us human beings, but oh well. He has the power and he is using his tool with his power, aiming and activating. Once he lets the right hand loose, the bow is on the air and there's no way stopping it. Now, let's start with the ladies. This lady here is holding her left hand on the man's shoulder and her right hand on the hip area or below the belt. So, as the Lover's card in this deck and the historical decks means choices, the guy has to choose between two women, being it a mother and a bride, or the new life, home and new life, or being it between two different kinds of love. And as this lady holds her left hand on his shoulder, she is showing that she wants to receive the shoulder or the strength or the man from this man, if you know what I mean, like this muscular being of a man side. And the receiving hand, no, the giving hand, I'm sorry, the right hand is on the hip, or a little bit showing that she is willing to give support and also pleasure. While the other lady has her left hand on the heart of the guy. which means she wants the love. She wants the emotional support from the man. But her right hand is in the air or pointing towards herself. She maybe doesn't have much to give, or she doesn't want to give a lot, or she doesn't know how to give. But in this card, with the hands like they are, I see that she is the submissive one who doesn't want to give or doesn't think she has anything to give to the man. She only wants to receive love and to be loved. So, and the man has to be the one who makes the choice. Will he choose the more active woman or the more passive one? With the passive one, he would be living the quiet life, secure, and having a family and you know, the housewife and everything. But with the other woman, he would have a maybe rocky road, maybe like this fiery relationship thing, which helps him actually to evolve. Because while the other woman is more comfort zone and she is more like challenging one. So these are usually the choices we have to make in life. Will we choose the comfort or will we choose the possibility to evolve? So, and the guy hasn't made the choice yet. His right hand rests on the belt like the emperor. And I remember the word belt, the waistline. He also holds on to it. He shows that while the hand is out, which means he will make the choice eventually, and he is ready, but right now he hasn't made any choices yet. He is holding on to his own center, and he is not showing his left hand at all. Left hand is left out from here and is not significant. Again, we don't know if he holds it behind his back or maybe he holds it on this lady somewhere on the lady's back. We don't know that, and as we don't know that, we can only imagine. We can tell what we can see. We can see that he hasn't made his choice yet. He is holding his power and holding his center while he can make the choice. The body language is, the body itself is turned to the safer choice, but the head or the mind is turned to the more fiery choice, which is interesting. That's why I love the historical decks. They have much more to tell, and most of nowadays decks, including rider-waite, is very much based on those. The miners! Yay! Let's make this quick. Okay, this is, I'm making sure the hands, this is her left and right. Okay, the 9 of coins in here, the bliss, the almost ultimate, everything she has there. She holds the left hand up, the receiving hand, yet it's gloved, it's protected with a glove, but the hawk in there, she holds on to his riches or the things that she already has with her right hand, which means she already has everything. She leans on to what she has. She has no fear losing anything, but the life has become maybe too quiet, which the little snail here already is significating or showing that the life maybe is too slow and she needs new ideas. So she holds the left hand up with the bird. Either the bird will fly away and bring her new ideas or new prey or something that will make her life a little bit more exciting again. And as she is surrounded by everything she already has and she is in a safe place, she still wants something because things are too slow. You are in a good place, but this is not it. This is number 9. This means the thing is not completed yet. This is the end stretch. You need something more. You have gained already. You can be sure you have it. You can lean on to what you have, yet look upwards, look somewhere else to gain this final piece of information, as the bird is the air, which means ideas. She needs something more to finish this circle, to become number 10. And she is using the receiving hand to manifest this. Yet it is guarded, it is protected, showing us that nothing will happen to her from this. If she looks to it, it is safe to go after your dreams when you have already established yourself in some place. Next is the 7 of Wands, my favorite card. This card is my life path card, and this guy, let's look at the hands, right hand up, left down. So he is holding the right hand and the left hand on his wand while he is trying to not exactly maybe fight off the aggressors or the other ones here. He already has the higher point in this situation. He could leave, he could walk away from this, but he is not. He is fighting for his truth, his beliefs. And as you can see, the different shoes, this is like the low calf shoe and this is longer. This shows he is different somehow, and he's harassed maybe, or maybe threatened by someone or something because of this. And he is not giving up. He still remains being different, and he is actively fighting for his right to be different and standing his ground with the right hand up and left hand aiding. He's not giving the blows. He's holding right hand this way and left hand this way. Again, perfect circle and balance. They are not both way. You know what I mean? I have no words. So he can move the staff loosely. He can move it any way he likes with the both hands. And the right hand up means he is strongly standing, but he is still using the left hand to receive the actively taking part of this, to receive the knowledge, the experience from this whole thing. He doesn't only want to make a point, he also will learn from it, from this situation, and you can call it negotiations maybe, or he will learn something from it. Both hands are in the business. So this guy. Next is the Two of Wands, and he has the world in the right hand and left on the wand. He's looking at what he has accomplished, what he has given out to his land and his everything. If you inspect closely some of the rider-waite cards, this one is not that precise, but he is a king or the master of some kind of land. These lands and vineyards and fields, and these is or are probably his, under his control, and he has made those things happen, and people are working for him, and he has created his own world, and he is holding it up in his right hand, showing us that his power is in his own world. He can peacefully look at this and things that he has accomplished. Yet the left hand, the needing or the receiving hand, rests on the wand, and as this wand is fixed into the wall, this one is not. He is not only using this as a antenna or the wand to manifest himself something or pull himself something. The loose wand shows that he is actively searching for something else, some kind of knowledge or experiences. He doesn't want to leave, but he needs to learn something new in order to make his world even more perfect and more better place. So he uses the wand as a maybe drawing those ideas to him, what he should do, what he should learn. He is feeling that while he has the world already built up, he needs something else. He needs some kind of new experiences or new information to invest into the world he has, in order to make this even better working. And we can't only stay in our little world and think it's perfect, because we need the experiences, we need the ideas from the outside in order to make our world more complete every day. This is like endless quest we have, even if we have established ourselves so well as he has here. Next is the 10 of coins, and I'm looking at the hands really quick. This is right, this is left, and this is right also. So let's start with what I see here. I see here a grandfather, a son, and a grandson. So the 3 generations, while the grandfather is in the background, retired, peaceful. He has done his life's work, and he has given the staff. You can see the spear kind of staff in the which way is it? In the left hand of the sun. So this, let's start with the grandfather. He is using his left hand to caress the dog, and he has done his life journey and given everything, and now is enjoying the fruits and the peaceful life. And so all he needs is to receive love, and white dogs are showing the pureness and the selfless love, and the word I don't know which is standing beside someone and protecting them and being with them. So he is with his left hand, or no, it's right hand, I'm sorry. He's giving out this protection and being there to the family unit, which is closed into this room for us here, while the sun is more close to the outside world and more active, and holding the staff with left hand, which means he is not actively fighting for, because he doesn't have to. They have already everything, but he is still ready to protect, because the staff is spear-like. He is ready to protect this family and to give protection, and the right hand of his is not even visible. So while the grandfather is giving out the security, the pure love to the family unit, the sun is protecting this unit and this lifestyle and their well-being. And the little grandson is using his left hand and touching also a dog, which completes the circle of this family. Right hand through the grandfather, through the father or the son, and to the grandson, the third generation. He is receiving this knowledge and this pure love through the perfect harmony in this unit. They have all three generations working together, sharing their love, their knowledge, their riches, because they are in a good place in this, and the home is protected, and this is like the ultimate circle of generations and family and life in this. And he with the left hand is receiving all this, so he can one day be the father and later on the grandfather, and keeping this circle going and going. And lastly, last card, yay, and this time I managed to do it even longer, so sorry. So no hands, no hands, nothing to talk about, right? No, wrong, because we can't see his hands. We can only imagine what he is doing. Maybe he's knitting something, maybe he's investigating something, maybe he's typing a text. I'm just joking. When the hands are not visible, it is a huge significator to the point that he has no power in this. And again, no boundaries, like we see here. Here you can clearly see she is bind together, and she has to do something actively to release herself from this situation. this guy doesn't use his hands. He doesn't want to because he thinks he has lost everything or something and he has no point in life. So this is like the ultimate emo card, when you can see all those beautiful things around you, but still you choose to be depressed, and you choose to be crying of the things that were or are lost, and are not wanting to look around and see what else is out there. So this is also not like the devil card, when the hands were behind, showing that they have chosen to be. This guy has not chosen to be in this situation, but he is choosing not to be getting out of this situation. The black veil or the cape is showing the sorrow, or the I don't know what that word is, but you know, the sadness of his being. So he is not showing the hands because he doesn't want to do anything about it. He has given up everything and doesn't do anything actively. Quick look-see at the hands not showing or not being used like this. Also, you can't almost see the hands, but yet they are there. The right hand is more out than the left. He is holding his power. He doesn't need anything. He doesn't, and this is by choice. This is by choice, but this is by apathy or not wanting to do anything. This is showing I choose to be bound, and this is showing I am happy, I'm content, and I am protecting myself from not doing anything, or I don't need to do anything. And here both hands are showing he is happy as things are. But this guy, on the other hand, which hand is showing? Also the right hand, and left hand is tucked away. He doesn't want to receive anything. He just wants to be this gloomy and unhappy person that has had it with everything, and he is actively showing that he is not receiving, not going to take anything, even if it's given as a gift from universe. And all the cloud hands, like the aces, also are right hands in my opinion. So these are right hands. They are manifesting something into new thing, something new, and he doesn't want to take it at all. He is like, no, I won't take it. So this happened. I tried to do it quicker, but no, and it's so cold. So this is my video response to Jeff Burr. I will leave everything, links and prompts down below, and thank you for watching. If you are watching it, you are tagged and you are it, go do it. And if I remember correctly, we had to pick 3 people which we think would do it. And on the top of my head, I want to say the tarot alchemist Lisa, why haven't you done this already? I know you have no time, but still I want to tag Kasha from Tarot Map, but she's away. I know she probably can't do it, but also the third, I'm not sure even if Diane Jarecki has done it, but I would love to see your response also. These are my awesome tarot people I want to see and hear. So anyway, if you're watching this, you are awesome as well. Go do it. Tag your it. Hashtag hang10tarot tag. And if you are wondering why I'm more active than usual, then it's cold. I have to keep my blood flowing somehow. So thank you for watching and have a beautiful day, night, week, whichever part of the world are you. Have a happy everything. Thank you for watching and bye.